Antic Star is a level that was made in only one livestream, which was 5.5 hours long. If you want to see the full showcase of the level or a replay of the stream, they both are uploaded on my channel. In this video I'm going to explain the building process of this level and how I made it. I hope this video will be interesting or inspiring to you and maybe you'll learn something new, so I'd appreciate if you'd watch the video until the end. Anyway, let's start. Enjoy the video. After you watch the showcase of the level, you might ask a question. What the hell is this gameplay? Yeah, it is very repetitive, but even this took me 5.5 hours to decorate. So if I made gameplay various and unique in every part, the level would take me even longer to decorate, or the decoration quality would be significantly worse, because I would have to rush even more. Even 5.5 hours made me really tired after the stream, and I didn't want to spend the entire night decorating this level. So I just made the gameplay simple and easy to copy and paste. I hope you understand, so let's move on to the building process itself. The first part is where I made a huge mistake. First I quickly made some simple gameplay and then I started decorating the part. The block design was pretty good, I added some small effects, the rising star in the background and the transition to the next part. This part turned out really good and is the best part of the level. But the problem is that when I looked at the timer, I realized that I spent almost 2 hours on this one single part. The part is 13 seconds long, but the part is really slow, so it takes only 15% of the level, which means that if I would keep decorating the level like that, it would take me around 14 hours to decorate the entire level, which didn't sound really good to me, so I had to speed up and other parts turned out pretty rushed. So if you're going to do the same challenge, I recommend two things. First, don't spend a lot of time on block design and effects. Make simple designs that will look good without spending a lot of time on them. And second, choose an ambient song for your level, to have less amount of gameplay to decorate. 85% of my level is on 3x speed. I would have way more time if I used the slower speed, however, I had to use a fast speed since otherwise it wouldn't match the song. So, even though the song is really good, it would be better if I had something slower. The gameplay repetitiveness could also be solved by having a slower song. Let's move on to the next part. I realized I have to make something that both looks good and doesn't take a lot of time to make. So for the block design I created this simple effect by using rotate and follow triggers. Another important thing I use for the block design is scale hacked rotating objects. I decided to spam blending arrows and make them pulse and rotate, which made the part look a lot better for some reason. I also added white pulsing stars in the background. To add some design variety, I made the second half of this part pink instead of blue. I made a simple saw design and added clouds that were also used in the first part. And that's pretty much it for the second part. I was already really tired at this point, but thankfully there's only one part left. I made this transition and took a small break. The last part. All I can say about it is that it's the worst part in the level. I made the simple block design and just started copying it around, just like I did with the previous parts. Except this time the block design wasn't really good and the amount of low opacity blending objects in the same place made it look really messy. I added some saws in the air and the background with 1.9 stars made out of glow objects. Then Woolsey joined the stream and recommended me to add pulses, and I went back to the previous parts to add pulses because I forgot about them. I also added pulsing structures on top of everything and I still like them, to be honest. Pulses definitely made this part more dynamic and interesting, but it's still the worst part in the level. The designs here aren't that bad, they just don't work well together, and that's the main issue with this part. The end screen was actually made when building this second part. I used Better Edit mod to make it. If you decrease the grid scale and use swipe to place objects, you can basically use build mode as a paintbrush. I use grid scale 3, I don't recommend making it lower because it will use a lot of objects. After I finished the level, I just put the end screen in the end, made the colors fade out and added the text saying made in one livestream and dedicated to Sunscreech for joining the stream and making this amazing song. This was my first time doing this kind of challenge, so obviously I made some mistakes and there is room for improvement. But I still think the level turned out pretty good as a one stream challenge. The stream was really fun, even Woolsey somehow noticed the stream and joined at some point. Thank you everyone who joined the stream, and if you enjoyed the video, you can subscribe if you want to see more content like that. It really motivates me. I'll probably make more content soon because I find this really interesting. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.